Students across England, Northern Ireland and Wales will receive their GCSE and vocational technical qualification results today. And exam regulators have said a return to pre-pandemic grading means that this year's results are lower than last year, similar to the levels in 2019. So in terms of grades, Colleen, have you ever bribed your kids? Were you ever bribed to pass exams?
I wasn't. I didn't even go.
What do you mean you didn't go?
Kaye, I don't know if you know, but I was huge in Japan.
You're big in Japan. Big in Japan, not huge.
I was touring in Japan during GCSEs. No,
you never sat an
I
exam?
swear to God, I've never sat an exam.
Not one?
Other than, like, you know, primary school when you do a spelling exam or something like that. But I've never done other O-levels or
Bliss.
younger. I never did any.
God.
Wow. Well, don't look shocked. It's quite obvious I never took an O-level.
So did you get,
I was just going along with it.
sort of special dispensation because you're, like, in showbiz or whatever to not go to school?
Well, but you wouldn't now. But back
You'd
in
have
those
tutors
days,
now, wouldn't you?
You'd have to have tutors and you'd have to hand in work and all of those things. But back in the day, I don't think they cared, to be honest.
What about when your kids came along? I mean, how did you kind of encourage them to pass exams? Would you bribe them and said, oh, I don't know, you get a 10 or you get whatever?
No, to be honest, I always said to them, if I thought they were really stressing, I'd say, listen, as long as you do your best, you can't do more than that. So stop stressing over it. If I saw them kind of not revising or just sitting there and going, I'm not bothered, then that would really... then I would be annoyed, because I think you're better than that.
Yeah.
But as far as bribing them, absolutely 100%. And I'd say to them, if you do well, you know, and it might have been, you know, you'll get, I don't know, 20 quid for a beer or something. But the difference when I said it, they were like that straight away, you know, and they did all get results. So
I suppose the thing is you've got to know your kids, haven't you?
Yeah. If I'd have taken exams and my mum or dad, because I was mad about animals, had said, if you do well in this, we're going to buy you a puppy or we're going to buy you a little pony, I would have revised.
What, you would have sacked off Japan?
Yeah. I would have said, Japan, you'll have to wait, I need an A star.
Yeah, but then the problem is that if they don't do well, then, you know, they don't get... Obviously, they don't get whatever they've been promised. And it might not be because they haven't worked hard, but sometimes exams just go wrong. You get a bad paper or you get super stressed. I mean, I got so stressed when I was taking exams. I mean...
It's not like you to get stressed, Kaye.
Thank you very much. Well, you're not a stress head.
No, not at all. I did the bare minimum. And it's interesting because my mum, who was a teacher, you think she would be on my case. I don't recall ever being put under pressure about anything. And I knew I wanted to be a journalist. I knew I had to get 4 O-levels. Yeah, I'm that old. 4 O-levels to be able to do the A-levels, the 2 A-levels I needed to be able to get to journalism college. And I did the bare minimum and I scraped 4 O-levels. And then I got 2 very badly graded A-levels, but it was enough to get me where I wanted to be.
So surprises me.
It is surprising, isn't
so
it? We thought you would be swotty.
Yeah, I thought you'd be
No,
swotty.
gosh, no.
Having said that, I never thought that you'd be swotty, Denise.
Yeah. If I had my time again, I would have swatted.
Would you?
Yeah.
No, surprisingly, I wasn't swotty, Kaye. I know that is a surprise to you. My dad used to go... My dad was quite maths-orientated, so he couldn't understand why I couldn't understand that x squared equal b equals c, the most nonsensical things we ever learnt in the entire world. And I do still have a bit of a fear of maths. But when I did my O-levels, I thought I was going to go probably to teacher training college, so I knew that I needed about 5, I think 4 or 5. And one of them, because I didn't know what else to take, was needlework. I mean, I cannot sew at all. We had to make half a pair of shorts and I sewed the leg. Right? So you have 2 options and I sewed the leg. So I had to resit needlework. I got 3 and then got 2. I know needlework, ridiculous. As regards my kids, I can remember going to the school and the parents saying, oh my God, I'm terrified here, I'm terrified. And I'm thinking, what's happening? It's because the GCSE results were coming out. I wish I'd been a bit stricter with my kids, but I wasn't. There was a time when Matty was at private school, which I thought was the best thing for him. I was doing Coronation Street, so I'd be working maybe 14-hour days, like many people do in all sorts of professions, and I'd come home and he was really struggling with his homework. And I just resented it because I couldn't do his homework. I mean, have you tried to do their maths and stuff now the way that it's...
on that very point, let's have a little exam then. I think it's time that you're up to the test a little bit. we were all put to the test, OK? Yes, I'm sorry, you've got a whiteboard. There you go.
Why is she the only one who's got a wipey thing for the washing up?
Because they know I'm going to get it wrong.
Because she'll probably get it wrong. Right, we're going to do a spelling test first. Let's have a clock. We've got to get 15 seconds. We're going to hear a word, and so you've got 15 seconds in which to spell it correctly. So we've got the clock. Let's hear the word.
Occasion.
Christ. Oh, no. Oh, no, I
Looks
can't get this
weird.
wrong.
Oh.
Are we ready?
It looks weird to me. I've got this wrong.
OK, here we go. I really don't want to get this wrong. Have we... What is it? Double C, one S.
Double C.
Double C, one S. Yay! It's funny, I got it wrong first time. I write it, and then I say, that doesn't look right, and then so you do it again. Right, let's have another one.
tells me that was the easy one.
Yeah.
OK, let's have another one.
Necessary.
Oh, God.
I've got it. I've got it. Guess who was the SWAT?
Are
we ready?
Right.
OK, and reveal. Thank you. One C, two S's? Yes, are we all right?
Yes, we all got it.
Oh my God, this is so stressful. Can we just leave it there? We're all really good spellers. Or do we have to have another one?
Let's just leave it on a
Oh, there's one more. Oh my Lord.
Miscellaneous.
Oh, that's a stinker.
That's not a stinker, that's easy.
Ooh! I know.
No, I got that wrong.
OK. Have we all got it? M-I-S-C-E-L... Where is it? Yep, we've all got it right!
I didn't. I put an I instead of an...
Oh. Well, the good news, girls, is we've no time for the maths test.
Yay!